welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing how I cover up my acne scarring and some pimples video. But before I begin, I actually wanted to tell you guys, if you've been checking my description box for the past, I don't know how long, you would know that I'm actually a Glossier representative, and I just can't even believe that I get to like talk about this. I can't even believe that I have my own page, which will be linked down below. They've just been doing some really cool things this month. They just released like 2 new products, which had a really cool campaign to it, and Into the Gloss also just dropped a bomb and released their 25 favorite products. Anyways, yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Before I begin, everybody's skin is different, okay? What I'm about to show you, it works for my skin. Just understand that like some of the tips I give are a bit more specific towards my kind of situation. Some of you guys may want more coverage, some of you guys may want less coverage, but this is my skin. So I have concerns of like acne scarring here, and then I have a lot of redness, and if there was like a huge shadow under me, you could kind of see like a bit of texture in my skin, but that's not something that makeup can really cover. But I do have a couple of pimples, which we will cover together forever. First of all, always start off with a clean face, because obviously you're going to be building up a bunch of chemicals on your face, and you just want to make sure that you don't have a lot of dirt. This is so important. This is the Professional by Benefit. It's an okay primer, not the holy grail. It's supposed to minimize the appearance of pores. It's also very mattifying. It's oil-free, smells really good, and it does feel like a bit like silky too, which is really nice. So what I do is I concentrate it where I'm going to put the foundation. Oops. That's a lot. That's too much. That's too much. So when I first started using foundation or like makeup in general, I just did not think it was necessary to prime. And really, that's disgusting. Obviously your makeup's gonna last longer with a primer underneath, whether that's like, you know, moisturizer, it could be a primer. Priming just makes a huge difference. It makes your foundation go on way smoother. It makes you look like your skin. I am obsessed with primer now. I can't really explain it, but just please, if you don't use primer, prime. Okay, so for the foundation, I'm just using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I used to use, so what I do is I just put a pump on the back of my hand, like so, and then I just concentrate it right along here, because this is where I'm focusing, you know, the coverage on. I'm going to put some on my jaw here. So I use a wet beauty sponge, and I'm just blending it in, and I know that you can definitely use a dry beauty sponge if you want more coverage, or having just a damp application just makes it look a lot more natural and just much more glowing, much more like your skin. So I'm all for this. I've tried both the you know, what's it called, done the non-damp, just a normal beauty sponge method, and I also use this. So there we go. So I just pat it in all around. Make sure you blend down your neck. Honestly, it makes me so sad when I see girls who just don't blend down their neck, because it's like, you're almost done, you're almost there, just blend down your neck. That's it. And then usually I don't do this for school because I don't really care as much, but if on days that I want more coverage, I take it again. I use half a pump. So I know that foundation is more for evening out the skin tone, and then concealer is for coverage. But obviously you don't want to like cake a bunch of concealer here, because this is where all my scars are. So if you want to purchase this foundation, just make sure that you pay attention to this. Like, it looks lighter, but then I think it's called, I think the term is like it oxidizes. I don't know if that's right, but you know what I mean. Like, it obviously turns out to be darker, as you can see. But I'm not a professional. And then I just go back in and buff it in. This time I kind of, you know, concentrated more in that area. And I'm not trying to like just mean, honestly, if I had a concealer that could just adjust to the shade of my skin, like when I tan, when I get really pale, I wouldn't even use foundation. So, alright, so now that the foundation is done, this is where you treat your spots. So what I do is obviously you just want to put it here on all your problem areas. Oh, and also adding foundation to your nose, I've learned, has just really, it just really makes it look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if your nose is a little red like mine is, it's been a little red because I've had a runny nose, I just take a bit of the excess from the beauty sponge, and then I can't really do it because I just put the concealer right there, but then you just kind of like buff around it. I don't know, I don't really care. I kind of like it when my nose is a bit red because then it just looks a bit more natural. So it's a little tip if you want to do that. But if I have time in the morning, I will just kind of let it dry a bit. If not, then I'll just go in and blend. But what you do is you actually, you know, I take my finger because it's a lot more, it looks a lot more natural because you're, you can warm up the product through your hand, and then it just easily diffuses into your skin. I'm using so many terms right now, I'm so proud. Okay, so what you do is you just blend around the pimple. God, I act like I'm talking to 2-year-olds. The forehead I don't really care as much about. I think it's because like I'm so tired of you know, carefully blending everything down here. I just don't really care at this point, so I just go at it. Once that's done, obviously I want to set the concealer, so I'm just taking this Real Techniques under eye powder brush, and I also learned this from the Sephora YouTube channel, but you don't really want to swipe. I used to take a huge powder brush and just go like, and then I noticed that my coverage would just look worse because obviously you're just wiping off everything you worked so hard for. So what you want to do is obviously set the concealer, so you just do patting motions. Same thing as a beauty blender. You don't want to like drag your beauty blender across your skin. It's really bad. And then now I'm just gonna do like my normal face routine. I just love this bronzer so much. There's not a lot of foundation there, so I don't really set that because obviously I still want to look glowy. And then I just lightly swivel in. Really natural. Like I don't like to do, you know, contour or anything. So now I'm just gonna highlight, and also make sure that you don't highlight a pimple. So there, I'm just gonna avoid that. Okay, right there. We're gonna add some setting spray, and you can either use just the setting powder, leave it at that, or you can use a setting spray, leave it at that, or you can use both. So I usually use both, but I don't really want to waste this because I don't have as much setting spray, so I'm actually going to leave it. And I've never done this before, so I'm going to see what happens. But this is it. I've already done like my eyebrows, added a little bit of mascara, and this is the finished look. So that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram, all my social media, on my Depop. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all later. Bye!